So, all right. So we get back, even though I didn't go to Scientology Center, Will would, have these little events at his house. But you have people from the church and Scientology there are trying to recruit people to get into Scientology. Then Will would give all these books to people. I believe the book was Dianetics or something like that.
Yeah.
And some different other ones.
I read that book when I was doing research years ago on Scientology. Never was interested in it, but I've always been fascinated with
I did read the book. I did read the book.
That's some bullshit.
Yes, yeah. And if you read it, you'll be like, this is a cult.
After he dropped those statements, people started saying Will was just chilling on that couch, looking all comfortable, getting treated like it was Sunday brunch. And supposedly, Jada was fully aware of it. Man, HAI's story is giving serious flashbacks to that wild Janet Jackson scene. They're even saying Will and Jada ain't just Hollywood royalty. They're deep into some kind of witchy seduction game, like casting spells, mixing up love potions, and making folks lose their minds in love. Sounds wild, right? What's crazier is that multiple sources are backing up the same story, which is making fans really start to believe it might be true. Then there's Bob, who claimed he saw Dwayne bending Will over like some kind of yoga coach. And just to be clear, yeah, it's that Dwayne, the one who's known for snatching up husbands and stirring up trouble. You remember when Lisa Ray broke down crying like it was a full-blown soap opera, spilling tea about how Dwayne took her man right from under her nose? Madness.
It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense. And this is a person that tried a money shakedown that didn't work. We're going to take legal action. Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. So that's actionable. So we're going to roll with that.
So tell me this, are we really supposed to brush it off knowing Dwayne's reputation in these streets? His own ex-wife said it herself. Or maybe that's just some story someone made up to stir the pot. Still, I remember seeing all those posts online. Will Smith and Dwayne Martin spotted together in Trinidad and Miami, folks calling it a suspect bromance. Word is, Will spent a whole week out in Trinidad, partying it up with Dwayne and some random guy named John. Now, I ain't saying it's the absolute truth, but when different people who don't even know each other start repeating the same story, you gotta admit, there might be something to it. One person even said straight up, Dwayne's got a horrible reputation. And that comment alone had people side-eyeing hard.
Jada, you're a bald-head liar and you're a drug addict, right?
Oh, God.
You did not sue me. You told the world that you were going to sue me. As of yet, and you said you're going to do it swiftly. It's been over 2 weeks. So, Jada, I'm giving you 2 more weeks to sue me. If you don't sue me, this is what's going to happen. All the sex parties, right? And the men that you hit with dildos, I'm naming names, right? All the salacious stuff that you have done and hurt other people.
Everybody can't be lying, man. Even a kid could piece this puzzle together. And check this. There's another rumor about Mark Anthony creeping around with Jada behind Jennifer Lopez's back. Jada's brother-in-law even claims she and Mark were getting close while filming that show together. Crazy, right? So apparently Hawthorne said Will was cool with Jada and Mark Anthony's little thing at first, but the moment he walked in and caught them getting all cozy on the couch, that's when everything exploded. That's when he realized, plain and simple, he'd been disrespected. According to brother Bilal, Will was completely shattered when he found out about Jada and Mark's situation, and it hit him hard, real hard. Bilal even said Will got so low he started having dark thoughts about himself, but eventually he managed to move past it. Supposedly because both he and Jada were already used to seeing other people. But here's where it gets messier. Bilal claimed that this so-called affair is what actually pushed Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez toward divorce. Yeah, that's wild. And just when you think that's the end of it, Bilal mentioned how Will and Jada allegedly threw private parties at their mansion. And let's just say, those parties weren't your average get-togethers. He said there were partner swaps going down. Now Jaguar Wrights come forward backing up that same story, and it's making everyone question what's really going on in that marriage. And don't forget, we all remember that whole entanglement mess with August Alsina. August himself said he had something special with Jada, and the man didn't hold back. He said he enjoyed every second of it, and even mentioned that Will gave him his blessing. Bilal also dropped some info about what supposedly draws these men in.
Celebrity Center is called the Scientology Center.
Yes. Yeah, but it's owned by the Church of Scientology.
Okay.
Which I have a whole chapter in the book about, because Jada went in on that as well as Will. And that was the sickest display of behavior I've ever saw.
He claimed it's tied to that Scientology group Will and Jada are linked with. He said it's like a cult that recruits people, hands them a mysterious book, and gets them deep into that lifestyle. The whole thing sounds like a movie, but these are real people, man. Now people are seriously starting to wonder, is this some kind of witchcraft or just straight up wild behavior? Because the stuff being said doesn't sound like one or two little accidents. It sounds like a whole web of folks willingly caught up in the mix. Some are even asking if the people involved are under some kind of love spell or just addicted to the chaos. It's wild, man. But here's the thing. Brother Bilal really has everyone stuck in a cloud of skepticism. His stories about Will and Jada are so bold, it's hard to just brush them off like gossip.
Meek Mills. Bashir Gray. Left that house screaming. August the only one that stayed, and I guess he was really sick. He needed a dog.
These claims are serious. Too serious to ignore. And then came the part that had everyone watching. Jada finally spoke up. That interview was the first time ever the Smith family publicly addressed any of these wild accusations. And get this, sources say their response came only 8 hours after the tea got spilled. Jada said the only reason Bilal, or Ba, was talking all that mess was because of a business fallout between them. And she made it clear they were planning to take legal action. But here's the twist. Ever since Bilal spilled all that tea, he's been living his best life.
All right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having with Will.
Let me process that for a second. Who was on top?
It wasn't a top. There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up on him. It was.
Dude's walking around like nothing ever happened, totally unbothered. It's got people whispering that maybe Will's reputation isn't as powerful or dangerous as everyone used to think. Something's not adding up. We haven't seen any lawsuits dropped on him, no court filings, no petitions, nothing at all. Instead, the man's out here claiming he's got a money dispute, and get this, receipts to back it up, real receipts. Man, I've been glued to the internet, keeping up with every post, every update, just waiting to see what pops off next.
They're both bisexual. They do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship.
One fan jumped in saying, when somebody tells you, sue me, you better believe they're holding some serious receipts. Another fan chimed in, I believe him. She might have been doing some kind of voodoo. People are really diving deep into this mess. And then another person took it a step further, talking about an old interview where the Smith kids opened up about growing up in that house with Will and Jada.
And when I introduced them, that was one of the worst things I ever did.
They said their parents didn't believe in discipline or setting boundaries. The kids made their own choices. Sounds wild, right? But what really hit fans hard was what the kids supposedly said next. That what truly bothered them wasn't the freedom, it was walking into their parents' bedroom and never knowing who would be in the bed that night. Each parent had their own partners, and that left the kids feeling confused and hurt. That's some heavy family drama right there. Now here's where things get even messier, man. After all that talk started spreading, folks began digging deeper into what's really going on behind those mansion walls. Rumors started flying that Will and Jada were trying to do some serious cleanup on their image, calling in PR teams, deleting old clips, and trying to smooth everything over like nothing ever happened. But the internet doesn't forget, and fans are watching every move they make. Some insiders claim that Will's been laying low, trying to keep things professional while Jada's been acting like nothing's wrong. But deep down, people are saying he's tired of the circus. Word is, he's feeling trapped between keeping the peace and finally telling his side of the story. And honestly, if Will ever decided to spill his truth, it might shake Hollywood to its core. Meanwhile, Jada's name keeps popping up in new whispers, folks saying she's working on another tell-all book, one that could make everything even more explosive. People online are joking, saying every time Jada opens up, somebody's marriage ends. It's crazy, but that's how deep the drama runs. And as for brother Bilal, he's still talking, still claiming he's got more proof in the vault, and he's not backing down.
Somehow within that relationship, I lost my husband to Dwayne Martin.
With every post and video, the story just gets darker and more twisted. Fans are out here saying, this ain't gossip anymore. This feels like a full-on Hollywood showdown. Something big's coming, you can just feel it. Now, just when everyone thought things couldn't get any wilder, the plot takes another sharp turn. Out of nowhere, fresh leaks start surfacing online. Old texts, throwback photos, and even clips people swear prove that the Smith family's been living a double life for years. The internet's blowing up, man. Folks are arguing in the comments, some defending Will and Jada, others saying this is the real them finally being exposed. Then there's talk that one of Will's old friends, someone who used to roll tight with him back in the day, is ready to come forward with his own story. He's hinting that he saw things at their private parties that would shock the world. People are saying he's just waiting for the right deal to drop his version. If that happens, it could blow everything wide open. Meanwhile, Jada's been staying quiet, posting cryptic messages online like healing takes time and the truth always finds light. That's only making people dig deeper. Every word she posts turns into a headline. And Will? He's been spotted looking serious. No smiles, just that heavy energy, like a man carrying way too much weight. Fans are split. Half think they're misunderstood, and the media's twisting everything. The other half swear there's something darker hiding under all that fame and glamour. Either way, this story's not slowing down one bit. Every new detail just keeps the spotlight burning hotter, and people are saying the Smith legacy might never be the same again. Now let me tell you, just when the noise started to cool down, something new sparked it all back up again. A few insiders began whispering that Will and Jada are planning some kind of exclusive interview to finally address everything once and for all. The streets are saying they might be teaming up with a major network to clear the air, but nobody knows if it's real or just another PR stunt to save face. Either way, fans are ready with popcorn in hand, waiting to see what's about to drop. Somebody online even leaked what they claim is a behind-the-scenes clip, showing Will pacing around frustrated, saying he's tired of people playing with his name. If that's real, then this man might finally be done keeping quiet. You can feel the tension building and everyone's wondering if he's about to snap and expose everything. At the same time, Jada's been seen out in public with that calm but calculated look, smiling for cameras like nothing's wrong. It's giving, I know something you don't, and that's got people speculating even harder. The theories online are wild. From secret deals to hidden recordings, everyone's got their own take. Meanwhile, Brother Bilal's been dropping more cryptic messages saying, truth don't hide forever, and they know what they did. Man, that's chilling. Fans are begging for receipts, and some even think he's holding back the real bombshells for the perfect moment. This story ain't over. If anything, it's just heating up. The next move could either save the Smiths' reputation or end it for good. So word on the street was that Will and Jada had already stopped sleeping in the same bedroom way before all this chaos even started. That alone had people raising their eyebrows, wondering if the rumors were finally catching up to what was really going down behind closed doors. And now with Brother Bilal still speaking out and claiming he's got more inside knowledge, things are looking wild out here. He's sticking to his story, saying Will and Jada were deep into that whole swinger lifestyle and even tied to some kind of secret group that's all about seduction and control. Man, this is getting heavy. Still, even with all the tea being spilled, some folks are staying cautious, taking these claims with a grain of salt. They're saying, until we see solid proof, it's all just talk. But others are out here convinced Bilal's been telling the truth the whole time. And honestly, the longer Will and Jada stay silent, the more people start to believe him. The streets are watching closely, waiting to see what move they'll make next. Because if they don't speak up soon, it's gonna look like Bilal was right all along. Now, Jada might need to step up and clear her name before the story spins completely out of control. But what do you think, man? Could everything Brother Bilal's been saying actually be real? Or is it just another wild Hollywood tale meant to keep us talking? The internet's divided. Half think it's smoke and mirrors, half think we're finally seeing the real side of the Smiths. Drop your thoughts below. I'm diving into the comments to see what everyone's saying. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Low-Key Line for more stories that'll have you questioning everything you thought you knew about Hollywood.